He told me to have sex with me instead of money. He had sex with me in front of my children. Hi guys, my name is Shahriar. I am a storyteller. Every day I post a video about the real life story of people. So like this video and subscribe your channel and turn on the notification bell. Route to 10,000 subscribers. I am a 38-year-old girl. I got married when I was 15 years old. When I was 8 years old, my parents divorced, and neither of them took care of me. After the divorce, I never saw my mother. My father took me to my grandmother's house, and he went to another city and married another woman. My father comes twice a year, and I used to see him. I lived with my grandmother from the age of 8 to the age of 15. She went to church every day, and I went with her. At the age of 15, one of my grandmother's friends saw me and brought her grandson to propose to me. That man's name was Ali. He was 8 years older than me. I was not happy to marry him, but my grandmother insisted that I marry him. I said that there is one condition for me to marry Ali, and that is that he shouldn't be addicted to drugs. His family told me not to worry. Ali isn't an addict. 1 week after marriage, I found out that Ali is an addicted to heroin. I told my grandmother about it. She said it doesn't matter. All men are addicted to heroin. 8 months after marriage, Ali became addicted to heroin more than before. My cries were useless. He didn't care. 8 years after marriage, my grandmother told me to give birth to a child. Maybe Ali will stop using heroin because of that child. I agreed and got pregnant and gave birth to a child. But Ali didn't stop using heroin and didn't pay attention to my needs and my child's needs. When my child was 1 year, my grandmother died and I was alone. At that time, I became pregnant again and gave birth to my second child. Ali's behavior was not important to me, and my hope was in my children. Shortly after the birth of my second child, I found out that Ali was taking new drugs. I begged him not to take it for the sake of the children. But he didn't care and beat me and broke my hand. Ali didn't go to work after that. When he took new drugs, he had sex with me in front of my children. At that time, I got pregnant again. Because the situation was difficult and I couldn't take care of the child, I borrowed money so that I could abort my child. I had to work, and I worked as a worker in a restaurant. Every night, I would take my children to Ali's mother's house, and I would go to work so that I could buy food for my children. My boss found out that I borrowed money, so he gave me money to pay it back. After that, he told me to stay here tonight after work. He told me to have sex with me instead of money. I didn't accept because we were both married. I told him that I will pay your money next week, but he raped me there. I returned home that night in a bad mood. I didn't go to the restaurant after that. That man called Ali's father and said that woman borrowed money from me and won't return my money and says to have sex with me instead. Ali's father came and asked me, "Why you don't go to work? It is difficult." I answered, "Be ashamed. I know what you have done." He said, he took my children with him. Ali called me that night and said, "I will divorce you." By selling my household items, I was able to rent a small house. And for 3 years now, I miss seeing my children, but I can't. To share your life story with us, please send it to this email address. Like this video and subscribe your channel and turn on the notification bell and leave me a comment. See you soon.